What we trying to accomplish? We ain't going nowhere. We ain't got nothing. Let's just be proud. We don't have nothing. If you got anything, it's not even a fraction or a smidgen of what whites have. Whites got mouth, and their mouth is power, and whites can enforce their right or their wrong. Whites can enforce their wrong. You can't even defend your right. Your right stands in the hands of somebody's wrong. Now, how much right you gonna get? Can you imagine that? The people that will make decisions about your welfare are wrong. The people that's going to handle your health care, your education, are wrong. They're morally wrong, they're spiritually wrong, they're naturally wrong, but they control and they have all the sayings and all of the doings of anything to do with you. And I can't understand why our people are so passive as though it makes no difference. I applaud the brother in South Africa. I don't know why we don't see more. We don't see none of the news on him about it. They told, listen, the man done told him flat. Listen, man, he said they wrongly took this land and we're taking it back. I'm going to put, why this man not getting a Nobel Peace Prize? He said they lying on me, saying we massacring these white people. We're not massacring these white people. He giving them time. You're going to give back land that your family took. White folks defended. Israel, them poor ass crackers, done ran over him, training these people. How you get involved? That's right. They come over here with guns to train white people and teach them martial arts. How about some of the African countries fly out here and teach us how to defend ourselves and bring guns? What y'all think will happen? Man, that's an act of war. That you'll come and land on sovereign ground and you'll bring weapons. They have brought their special forces to train these whites to shoot, combat, fight, everything they got to do. Other European countries are involved with this. This don't bother you because there is a global movement of dominating our people, and you can't keep taking this thing lightly. The YouTubes, the Twitters, the Facebook, the Instagram, these are white corporations. They're used to control ideas and thinking, and you put everything you know and got on them. Snapchat, everything you do, every poop, every smile, every baby, every anniversary, every party, you giving them everything. Every dance move you got, you didn't realize you giving this over to whites, and these white people going to use it against you. Because you know what you start doing, a lot of this stuff, you start formulating timelines. And with these timelines, white people come right back and they're going to use it against you. Now, a lot of people don't see the detriment in it, but you're the person being gunned down in mass numbers. Every day, all they show you the people they report. White people and media are the same people. These people can hide and not report information. How do you get your information? How many of y'all keep up with the news? How many of y'all get y'all news from black stations? From black organizations. Black organization give you news, it be piss poor. Ain't that right? It's the crumbs of what white people don't want to report. And by the time you send it, nobody don't believe it. If it's not on MSNBC, CBS, CNN, BBC, RT, everybody keeps telling what news they watch. It's all propaganda. They all work together and they all report what they want you to do. When white people don't have no news report, they'll incite a riot, they'll incite an overthrow, they'll incite chaos just so they can sell papers. Just so they can do 24-hour, around-the-clock news reporting. Y'all don't know, listen, a lot of your riots and shootings come from your news. How many of y'all didn't know that? That's how you do it. You incite propaganda. That's how you do it. Anytime they're going to get overthrown, you're going to use the media. The media going to start reporting that the people are unsettled. There's rivalry. People not, the economy bad. You don't know that from what you're making. Our media is reporting they just added 300-some thousand jobs, while 800-some thousand people were laid off. While 400,000 people weren't getting paid, that they added 300-some thousand jobs. That the economy is strong as it's ever been. This Democrat and Republican. So all these people sit here and tell you the same lie. You know what you're making. How many new job offers have you been getting? Right. You don't think 300-some thousand jobs are going to show up? 300,000 some jobs not going to make an effect in the economy? You create all these jobs in a matter of months? You can't believe these lies. How many of y'all got a raise last month? How many of y'all got a raise before that? How about before that? But the economy is booming. You don't think that's odd that you're not a part of the booming economy? That somebody reporting these numbers and these people getting these record numbers, profits in stocks. How many of y'all got stocks? 401k. How many of y'all stocks and 401k plummet just took off last month? So where your 401k and where everybody else is at is shooting these record numbers because they lie. They'll work together because of the fact they need people to put their money into an illusion. You're either going to buy into one of the two illusions or both of the illusions. You're either going to buy into the lottery or you're going to buy into their 401k. Where you'll put your money somewhere and hopes your money will make you something over the course of time. And it will because it's an illusion. But you know how many people lose everything they got? Just like stock. They never show these people how many people lose stock and lose their money and commit suicide. Years ago, they used to talk about these. Y'all know how many, a lot of y'all young. Years ago, these white boys used to jump off the top of these buildings. These white boys would jump off the top of buildings. That don't bother y'all, do it? So why would a white man with all these opportunities jump off the top of a building? Because he lost a little paper. Because he realized he was duped. He realized he was duped and he was manipulated. He thought it only happened to niggas. That's what they do. That's why they had to create a lot of this facade. For us, when we lose, we used to lose them. You know why Good Time was such a popular show with so-called blacks, people of color? It's because, we related. You know how many shows they had when stuff? You remember that time when Florida was finna be a TV star? All she had to do was do that commercial. All she had to do was do that commercial about that veg. Y'all remember that? Just take that stuff, and Michael got in it, and he got her and James and JJ and them took it. They said, "Woo, made me feel warm inside." And Michael got drunk. I remember one time they were behind, they needed to get some money, and JJ called out to the pawn shop and told him about the TV had and what the TV had, and the man gonna give him the money. JJ walked right out the door and got raw. They took the TV. Who remember that episode? JJ lied and told mother good TV it was color, had none of it. He like, I see what they gonna give me. I got to get their rent money. Shot the door. It was a good whopping money he gonna get. As soon as he got it ready to the elevator, he got robbed. Then JJ had to go and start living with some gamblers, with some folks, some bookies. Doesn't work out. Made a little money, get put right back out. You right back in home. Remember when Thelma married Keith, football player, for the Chicago Bulls. I mean, we've been the Bulls. They were full of shit. That thing, you know what happened? He break his leg on their wedding. JJ take a picture with his leg out here. Keith fall and sprain his knee. And the show they finally made out together, and Walona was gonna be next door neighbor. They gonna stay in the same. Y'all, how many of y'all remember they made it out? What happened after that? What? They didn't have no show after that. They ended the show, didn't they? That was the end of the show. He got a football career. He wound up getting signed, and she wound up getting an apartment. And JJ wound up taking all of his art. He he wound up making it with a picture of his sister as a superhero. You remember that? And what happened after that? Because they don't never want niggas to see an opportunity of making it. I'll keep the show running. JJ was the oldest living teenager on the planet. When JJ was playing a teenager, JJ was in his 20s. He was in his 20s. They had you thinking, Thelma was ugly, JJ was young, and Michael was a genius. Mike ain't no shit. Mike ain't never do nothing with his life. Mike was gonna go live on campus. He wasn't gonna make nothing out of himself. But it's just the fact of every show they give you is always something to put you behind. The first show we ever had of so-called people color making was the Jefferson. George was the first one we ever had. The first one moving on up. Made it from that door from old the bigot, Archie Bunker. Then own a car, dumb as hell. Tom ain't never wrote a book, worked for a publishing company, and had more money than George. George owned 714 stores, and you ain't never seen him go to one store and department. When he went on vacation in Hawaii, he was trying to recover Tom money that he screwed up and had to make a bad investment in. So they just showed you this idiot man who stumbled up on something, and they never made this man look like a genius. The man had no education, and he owned 14 stores. He lived in a building with nothing but millionaires, and you never paid attention to that. The man had 14 stores. Everybody in that building was paid. Bentley worked at the UN and all this. He was a translator. All these people had money, connection. George owned 14 stores. Nobody never looked at the man on a chain of stores. They never made anything. All you seen was dumb, stupid George. They always confine you. Lionel went to college and wound up having to cheat on that paper to make it. Y'all remember that show, do you? See, the thing that I'm trying to get us to realize is the negative connotations that they'll show you. They can show you where I can show you, give you your nigga with success, show you a negative connotation, and you will never even pay attention to where they at or what they accomplished. 14 cleaning stores. How many of y'all own 14 stores? The man should have been rewarded. That should have been a show he should have been making. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hell, Mr. Drummond, they gave him more class, didn't they? Went down there, the world don't move to the beat of jazz. What did he do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Limousine, they show he come on with the limousine ride. Well, he put on some shit, we didn't know what it was. Now, he was a genius. We don't even know what he did. He put in some kind of contract, though. He ain't seen the contract shit. But they always got these positive light and ends for whites. Ricky Schroeder, he was that little rich kid, slept in a race. How many of y'all want that little race car you sleep in? I wanted one. Y'all remember that little race car? Damn, why I couldn't get one. But I mean, all this stuff they show about white, it was always positive. It could be funny and positive with them. With us, it can't be. It's funny to the fact that you laugh so much that you don't actually see that the buffoonery is your real life. White people have a lot more. Listen, Lucille Ball, here she was. She was the queen of comedy, they call her. Say her. Her husband ran a nightclub, the Babalu. What it was? Was it with the Coca Cabana? Bob Trout, it wasn't a trout. It was Coca Cabana. Coca Cabana. Look it up. Somebody wrong. Look up, see what it was. Was it what? Tropicana? He more gorilla. He don't know more about trees than I'm gonna know anyway. Look it up for me and say. Yeah, let's look it up. Somebody right. I think Coco Cabana. He said a Tropicana. The name of the club that Ricky Ricardo used to work at. Desi Arnaz. That was his real name. You know, people didn't even know that he actually, that man owned a production company. Listen, all them old shows, Andy Griffin, the Danny Thomas, he owned all of, he was the one who produced all them shows. Come on. He older than me anyway. He grew up with them in real life. Man, these folks sat here, man, made success, could play dumb, and was successful at the same time. Went to Hollywood. Y'all remember when Lucy and them went to Hollywood, moved up there, and took their friends with them. Y'all remember that time Ricky went up there and Ricky went to shoot movies in Hollywood? Then everyone out there put it, show a different actor, a big time actor, John Wayne, different people and stuff like that. You remember the stuff like that? Yeah, how you can afford to take your friends with you? Man, I just tell you. I just show you, and here they were goofy, dumb, and she met every big time celebrity, and Ricky shoot movies with them. Ricky, as dumb as stupid, what they still showed you their stardom. Yeah. They still showed you their successes. Right. And listen, their buffoonery didn't overshadow that. See, you'll think, white people say, well, we do the same thing with our people. You have to watch and pay attention. The reason why I try to get this, and I tell y'all about this, because it happens to you in everyday life. White people will project the image that they want you to see. That's why they give you television, tell lies by visions. That's what it is. You tell lies by vision. Because you are more prone to believe what you see. Okay. Yeah, so go there and tell you grew up, you used to listen to the radio. With the radio, you had to sit there and imagine. They'll tell you, and then they left it to the imagination. But maybe you don't really think the way I want you to think. So then they started showing you silent films. Then they introduced giving you voice with the film. So now, not only could you hear it, but you can see it. And it will be impressionable to you. Let me tell you something. When Lucille Ball came out, should have started her shows by in the 50s. When her shows started coming out in the 50s. Lucille Ball unconsciously introduced to our women pants. Lucy was wearing dresses. By the time her and Vivian got together, am I lying? They got them with dresses. Then she casually throwed in her tight, skinny pants. They wearing out the tight. Lucille Ball eased them in on them. They missed it. I told it to you by vision. I faked you out. I got you believing something that this was just like your homes. This was just like your family. Then I started changing concepts in your face. Let me tell you something what got a lot of these women on. They don't know. It was an opening, Phil Donahue. These young people don't know about no talk. Phil Donahue came in your home. Phil Donahue, Gerard, all of them, they was getting you at 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock. They were hitting you after Good Morning America to the Day Show. They don't know nothing about that, do they? See, y'all young people, y'all don't know. They were hitting you early. That shit, then they start realizing a lot of women were going out working. Went back when they were hitting people because more women were at home. They started realizing that they were working and they would come home and they would have kids. So they would start hitting them at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the afternoon. They missed it. They might tell if I'm lying. Am I lying? Then were early morning shows, then they start catching you in the afternoon. Then they start bombarding you. Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones. She would hit you at 11 o'clock at night. She came out of the early race, started hitting you at night. Then she started getting you that saga shit when you sit here and somebody on the show that's here that likes you and let you meet him. And that's when that dude found out he was his next door neighbor. And he blowed him away when he got home. He shot him. Same shit Jerry Springer picked up on. Jerry Springer started realizing these folks will kick ass when they get thrown in the middle of some stuff. He just changed their whole dynamics on him. Come out, chill over there, you sit here, you talking about, what you want to tell me, baby? So that struck you, y'all flew all the way up there, y'all get a free ticket. Free ticket to fly see the Jerry Springer, and y'all gonna be on the show, and free hotel. And when y'all come out, the husband or the wife go out first, and you in the back. You ain't never seen it before. And then when you walk out, your ass sitting way over there and see some dude with some tight ass shirt on sitting like this beside you and by them. And they finna tell you something, you ain't got no idea what finna happen. Then you jumps up out of nowhere and you trying to run here and fight me. And you know what come with that, somebody coming from behind the curtain. And all this just through you. Because you just had no idea what was going on. They made a fool out of us. They saw that people like junk, people like confusion, and people like to think other people been caught off guard and don't realize that's what they did to you. The fact that you watched a show that grew through popularity, through two people coming here, sitting separate, and somebody run from behind the curtain and make a fool out of nobody had no idea what was going on, that's your dumb ass. That you sat in front of you ain't got no idea what's going on yet. Look at your income, look at where you stay, look at your intelligence. You ain't caught on yet. Everything is calculated. To the packaging of products, they play with colors. You play with colors. The reason why you play with colors, because the eye soothes to certain colors. You start to associate certain things with color. It's dog. Come on, Leon. You gonna walk toward him, that dog. You know what he associate? These two black niggas finna try something. It go without color. Because they gave him an image Two niggas together, this time of night walking, we can't be up to no good. Because we'd be somewhere at home. His ass out here, though. Right. So he ain't up to no good either. Right. You associate stuff with colors. If you're going to get a popular chain restaurant that's going to make money, you know what colors you're going to put in it? Red. McDonald's got you. Then they put the golden arches. You'd be surprised how many people associate that. Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Wendy's, all of them associate. Because you know what? You associate good food, fast food with those colors. Dairy Queen. Everybody put the color because you don't even know, subconsciously, they played with you and they mesmerized your mind and got you to associate certain things with colors. You see some white people in the neighborhood, you know what you're not saying? This a good one here. Yeah. They taught you, they taught you how to associate certain things with color. I ought to say now, I just let you see the color. They have people that go in and interior decorate on a high level. These people, they go in and learn to put a picture on the wall. No. They have people that decorate and put things together, get you to buy stuff you wouldn't ordinarily buy. They'll do mannequins. They'll put something you saw, you say it's ugly, but the way they put it together with that, you say, I like that. You know what I do? I think I'll buy the whole mannequin. I just got rid of some ugly shit with some other shit that I know we're going to sell. Because I got you to associate some things. They teach you association. You know who used to teach you association? Sesame Street. Familiar song. One of these things. Which of these things? I taught you to associate. They taught you to associate. So you'll start to exclude and include. Why am I here? What y'all trying to do? Am I boring y'all? I just want you to see that things are a lot more intense. There's a lot more work done to dumb you down. You have to get away from that concept of that mindset and that everything is safe. They taught you safe. There is nothing safe. Listen, the same people that they teach, that they train, the same people they take down when they get out of hand. Y'all all right? You know an interesting movie that came out, Jason Bourne. You know when they wanted to kill him? After he found out, went wrong. After he failed on his assignment. His assignment, he was supposed to go on that ship. He was supposed to kill that guy, Zimbozi. He didn't kill him. When he got there to kill him, the man had his son in his lap. He had the gun to shoot the man, but he looked in his son's eyes and realized this wouldn't be good to kill him in front of his kid. And he wound up getting shot. Go back and look and see for yourself. He fell on a mission. See, they trained him, they put him out, and they got him addicted to a pill. And they came right back, and they knew because of what they put on it, the easy way to keep something is to make sure you put it on somewhere, you got to come back and see it. That's why you need sick people. See, a lot of us hadn't thought about a lot of stuff they've done to us, like getting us on medication. You would think being on medication is not what you call a sin, to where people should look down on you. When you think that, they do. Go and see how other countries react if they find out their leader's sick. You know they won't let a sick leader in? Even America. Roosevelt was sick. Franklin, they don't know that. How many of y'all don't know about Franklin Roosevelt? Good. Yeah. His wife was a bull dagger. She was a dagger, and they knew it. They kept paperwork on her. She was a dagger. She kept a woman with her. She liked to eat a lot. She kept the lady with her. They said, why you eat? I like to eat out. I like to eat out. And y'all heard that? 919 more. Listen, I had 1 million of them. So I got to educate y'all on every end. Yes, she was a bull dagger. And he knew his wife was a bull dagger. But he went along. He was also sick. Let me tell you what they would do. Franklin would do his speeches. They would roll him up in a wheelchair and let him come up, and he would speak to you on a balance. You know, that's that old English way they would come out and speak. He would speak to him from a porch. As soon as he would get through speaking, his ass fall right in that wheelchair and roll him back off. His hometown, Warren Springs. They don't know nothing about that, do they? How many of y'all didn't know? Warren Springs, Georgia. They got a little crippled ass thing up down there. Oh, them white folk were pissed by that. The handicapped people fought to put him in that wheelchair. They were pissed because it was a sign of weakness. When you rolling a leader up in a wheelchair, it's a sign of weakness. Even churches get rid of pastors when they get old. They do that until they get too old. The congregation. Nobody wants a weak leader. So then you ask yourself, if these countries will kill a weak leader, they defy a weak leader. How many of y'all know what y'all president just had to do today? His what? Physical. And you know who that report gonna go to? It's got to come to us, the people. Because the people need to know what kind of shape their leader is. Why would that be important? Economy strong, people doing well, because other countries look at weak leaders as an opportunity to take them out. When Castro got up in age, Castro turned over power to his brother Raul. You know why? Because he didn't want people to see him as weak. He started failing his health. People been trying to. Castro had over 700 and some attempts on his life. Over 700 attempts on his life. Over them. You know, people would get ready to poison him and they would confess to him they were going to do it. Every time they would try to kill him, it would always be something to spoil the plot. That's how you got to be a pigs doing what Kennedy was in. They don't know about that. When they were saying the CIA agents over to try to assassinate him, and they wound up letting them know they was coming. He wound up bushing them up. Because that was the whole thing about making Kennedy look like a fool. J.F. Kennedy was weak too, and he was on drugs. He took heavy drugs because he had brittle bones. You can see home video of him playing football, tackle. Oh, his ass hurt when he get finished because he didn't want the world to see him as weak. Jack was real sick. Listen, the shot that Jack got even to the head, they said if an average person had gotten shot, would have possibly survived it. He was that weak, his bones were that brittle. But if you ever see him, he walking, playing, running, he was really sick. But he couldn't ever show that to the world. Because a weak leader is a sign of a weak country, and you dominate the people. Now let me ask y'all a question. With saying all that, how many of y'all agree with what I just said? How many of y'all know for a fact what I just told you is true? So what would be the purpose of making us sick people? So if a leader arose among us, and if the leader was sick, the people would naturally turn against them. Y'all all right? You live in America, baby. You live in a place that's big on psychosis. They're big on using mind control, drugs, and hallucinogenic through movies and pictures, through books. A lot of y'all, you're not beyond getting you through books, through media, through newspaper, through magazines. Listen, don't y'all know they have people that's trained, that they pay. That's all. The only thing they ought to do is to watch television, to watch ads, to read newspaper, to read books and magazines so they can keep up with words and word usage. How many of y'all didn't know that? That's why I get paid. I know you can check behind me and say if I'm lying. Can you imagine the time that there are people that get paid to keep up with words? So there are people that's paid to keep up with words and how many times they use and whether or not these words should be still introduced or they should be taken out of the English system. I wonder would they actually have people in that they would pay to keep up with niggas and decide whether they should be kept or took out of the system. Because you don't see a need for them. That's just me. Probably bad association. Are y'all all right? I'm sorry, boy, y'all. But I've just kind of reached that point in my life to where you just can't sit back. How many times have we watched? Every time we get a leader, they take them down. Either through them reporting something about their behavior, or fictionalization, or assassination. So we done seen that movie before. Huh? Movie come on. New movie just come out. Everybody moving. I'm glad you had. Listen, white girl, come along, long dress, rough around her neck, apple sitting there. She eat the apple. She pass out. You ain't gonna imagine what's gonna happen. A prince gonna come and kiss her and wake up. I just made that movie up. Association. They have a purpose behind that. There's a purpose behind everything these people do. They need you to think a certain type of way. But white people, they're trying to show you things work out for them. Things just work out for them. Shit don't work out. They don't have movies where shit work out for you. You lose a foot, that's Kunta. Your ass gets sold, you get raped, your ass mopping or vacuuming. Nothing don't work out for you. Huh? Look at Claude and Ray. They find a guy, all they do is make it to the basketball. And they did one no way. He said, I ain't gonna do it no damn more. He said, won't get but one out of me. They wore out. It's over with. They did better, just died down. Can you imagine that? You get caught in a bad situation where a white man was actually responsible for the murder. And the only thing you worry about is your damn daddy watch. Always a nigga worry about the wrong thing. Is that more important than the fact you spent 40-some years in prison? And he got that while he was so happy. You know the last thing you want you locked up is a clock. Clocks move slow when you locked up. But he just want his daddy watch. He ain't in fact, I done spent 40-some years in prison for something your white ass did. And you were happy for them because they got to the baseball game. Y'all all right? The fact that they'll depict us against the other, take two people that weren't speaking and get the other one a gun and say, I want you to do this. If he's so much as step out, I want you to shoot his black ass and I'm going to open the door for you myself and let you out of here. See, they'll use the divisiveness, or they'll use when situations happen and we separate or we miscommunicate or excommunicate one another. They'll use that situation to turn us against one another. Y'all don't watch TV, but when you watch it, use your head. Do what my preacher said. My teacher said, son, put your thinking cap on. I just think about it. It's a cap you put on the thing. How many of you get told that? He said, put your thinking cap on. You be thinking, where I get that from? And that's what we have to do in every situation. We're going to get ready to roll the board out here. I'm going to need you to put your thinking cap on. You know what I'm going to need you to take it off? Never. Never. Once you put it on, don't ever take it off. Don't ever let them convince you to stop thinking. If it's a cap, if it's a hat, if it's a shawl, if it's a coat, and it make you think, don't you take it off. You can't afford to, not in the present state you're in. That's why I'm here. All right, Sherry. Eternal Kudash Abba, in the Shema Yahushua HaMashiach, we palal. We amar that you would blot out our kata, that you would establish us in the present Amat, that you would barak us, which is bestow a gift, according to the Berith, which is the covenant that you gave unto Abraham, Yitzchak, Jacob, the Yahudim, Yasharal, and all we ask you to zakah, which is remember or remind of the way of Yah. Asking you to blot out the transgressions of our Abba and of our Beni, which are our children. I should barak those that are watching, listening, those we commit to you, those that are yet standing, the out-of-towners, that you strengthen them, that you grant consolation through your ahab, which is your affection. We ask you to give us your rekam, which is your mercy. We ask you that you will grant us the Ruach HaKadosh, which is your spirit of separation, that we might Kai, live, acquire, and a Shalom Kai, which is life. We ask you to give us an understanding according to your Dabarim, which are your words. We ask you to grant your Debar, which is your word. in our inward parts, in our lob, our hearts, that you will cause us to think and resonate in our lob, which is our minds. We ask you to keep us from the evil, that we turn not to the left or to the right from that which you have marked, which has commanded us. We ask you to barak your raha, your malaki, which are your messengers in every place, that you will grant us the knowledge and wisdom that we might speak a debar unto your arm, which is your people, that they might gather in and we might please you withal with our behavior. Ask you to search us, try us, see if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Let the debar of our mouth, let the meditation of our Lord be accepted in your sight. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we allow that you take full control, that you get the tahallah, which is the praise, that you get the kabud, which is the glory, and you get the kabad, which is the honor. In the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, we allow. Let us all say, Amen. Ain't it all right? Somebody asked me, was we looking to try to speak just complete Alahym? No, we just want to stay with English. What would be the purpose of learning this, learning the Alahym and going back to trash? Y'all all right? All right. We appreciate that as loud as it was. Thank you, kind sir. See, Dwayne Friend came back. That's all right. There ain't nothing out there. Folks don't believe it. Give me Galatians. Well, matter of fact, give me Romans 15:4, Galatians 1 and 6. Let's see. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
Yeah.
that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope.
That's good. Listen to the book.
Now the Alahym of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded.
Uh-oh. See that? Can y'all believe that? You know what consolation is used to? Console. Console. And you know how you looked at consoling us? Kind of like if you seen a person, if they were going through something or suffering from a death of a person, you will offer words of kindness. Or you might bring flowers, or you might stroke a person that might be sick. That's your way of consolating. So he said, Alahym of consolation. What type of people would you be consoling? Probably people that own slaves. Probably people that build ships and go and imprison people that are free. Probably would try to give consolation to people that would be molesters and rapers of people and murderers of innocent people. Those would probably be the type of people that would have this Alahym. No, it would be the Alahym of people that were the victims of these people. By telling us that whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for whose learning? Ours. That's a particular people. It's written for our learning. So when these people realize they can't get none out of it, it's only for one reason. 2 Corinthians 4 and 1. Let's see what he said. He said, whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning. So I got to ask myself a question. Well, is he talking about everybody? Because a lot of people make a lot of stuff inclusive. Hours, right? Our learning. So who is this for? Let's see, 2 Corinthians 4:1. Therefore,
seeing
we have,
this ministry,
as we have received,
mercy,
we do what?
faint not,
What have did what?
renounce the hidden things of dishonesty.
So that's what he's saying. He said, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, we've been committing our trust, this dabarim, this dabar. He said, we receive rekam, which they will call a loving affection. Right? What did he say again? Therefore, seeing we have
this ministry, as we have received rekam.
See that? That's what we got. We receive rekam. Right? Not, we're doing what?
We faint not.
We faint not.
Yes,
we don't become what people call, if I fell out right now, they would call that fainting. That would be simply because something has happened and put me in that situation. And what happens with a lot of people is not knowing the devar, not actually having it properly instituted to them, that a lot of time people give up. Yeah. So now we have to see the importance of why do we look at Yahusha, Yahuwah's salvation, right? And why it would be important when we look at Yahusha and understand the meaning of his name. Got it? Yahuwah's salvation. We actually seen him work and do that. We watched a man that was in dire need of help. You know how we know? Because he told us. Huh? At the 27th chapter of the book of Matthew, verse 40. Make it verse 38. Matthew, they're going to call him Matthew. It's the gift of Matthew. Excuse me. Listen to the book.
Then were there two thieves crucified with him, one on the right hand and another on the left. Mm-hmm. And they that passed by reviled him.
See that? They that passed by reviled him.
Wagging their heads.
What happened?
And saying, thou that destroyest the temple and buildest it in 3 yamim.
Let me ask y'all a question. How do you wag your head? Let me say. How you wag your head? Huh? Like what? Like what? Like a turtle? Oh, like turning? You would do it like a doll. The doll is actually the ancient word. The daleth is the modern. The ancient will actually be the doll. The doll, or the daleth, that we'll call it, actually would be swinging. Or like a door, kind of back and forth. Back and forth. That's what the daleth is. Imagine that. That's what the daleth is, back and forth. Can you believe that? Seeing them went by, when they saw him up there, you know what they did? Back and forth. Back and forth. If you look, that's what the people were. They were back and forth. It made sense. See, now when we read, we can actually picture, like what we have the pictogram. We can actually picture what they were doing and how it correlates why they would use the dollar. This is the actual, what they would have used for the tent on the Beth. The Greeks had what? Beta, B-E-T-A. See, everybody copies from you. This is what the Greek give you. Because they stole everything from you. The beta, you had the Beth. The Beth also was stolen from you, and the Arabics, I think they do B-E-T-H. We done jumped all off subject, but I guess it's just important to know that when you're reading how different things kind of come up. So how this will actually work to be important for them is the fact of when they saw Aramaic, when they saw certain things, they understood. Y'all got it? Everything they did made sense to them. 5 of them. Because when they came up with the Alabeth and the pictogram, it's because the tools and the things that they use, it all reflected something to them. Y'all got it? It always caused things to resonate. If I seen you doing this, I know the dollar does that. It's back and forth. It's back and forth. Even the book of Mashali, it told you about a man saying, what was it again? It was a lion. He was going to be slain. You remember what the book talked about him doing? On what was it? On hinges. He wasn't going nowhere. Back and forth on hinges. Restricted. Yet still moving. So it was certain things that they heard, it was certain things they saw that allowed them to realize and become conscious. Everything we had was supposed to be about consciousness. You watch groups today, black groups, you know what they call them? Conscious groups. Everybody talking about, man, I tell you, man, I want to be conscious. I'm trying to be more conscious. Well, that was the whole purpose of the debacle coming. Pick me up at Ephesians 5:13. Don't forget it, people ask y'all, I can't read or write. If y'all see me misspell something, it's probably everything I put up here, count it to the school system. Count it to my good rebellion against the school system. I ain't know right not to know how to spell and write. It'll work out for me. See, if I was smart as some of you guys, I couldn't learn this. Because I'd be so overloaded with their knowledge. Mm-hmm. People don't realize they compress knowledge in your head. They don't even realize, man, school is designed to compress so much in your mind to where when other information, you combat me based off of stuff they gave you. Yep. I'll take the stuff you learn and show you don't know shit. He fooled you. He created on a whim. You really don't know that. All you know what he told you. Let me tell you something interesting. How I watch movies. Navy SEALs under Green Beret are some of your top elite fighters. Don't you know every time they train them people, they train them a certain way that they could always kill them when they needed to? How many of y'all remember the movie Under Siege? Steven Seagal. How they couldn't believe he was down there, he was a cook. And they trying to figure, they're like, how a cook wound up killing these trained killers? And they went and got their file and found out he was a Navy SEAL. In order to get him, they wound up putting all of them, they took the crew members and locked them in the lower part of the cat and flooded it out. Who remember that? You should. They flooded it out. And he tried to figure out why was he flooding out. They said because his training was to always try to save the people. They used the people as pawn because they knew he would come because that's what they trained him to do so they could kill him. So just know, when you went to school and got that little shit you got, they also knew how to strip you down with it. Right. They knew how to teach you. They taught you just enough to hurt you with it. Right. They used their training against them. You think this man actually going to train you and let you leave him with what you got, and you got something that can come back and possibly hurt him? I gave you just enough. They give you just enough. How many of y'all seen that series with Jason Bourne when he wasn't in the movie? They used somebody else. Did Jason Bourne when they used the other man? You remember that? When they decided to get rid of the program, they decided to wipe everybody out. All of them was on pills. They decided to kill everybody that made the pills too. You leave no trace of anything. You brought them all in and told them we're going to cycle you off the pill and give you a new pill. Everybody took the new pill died. And they might sure they killed all the signs that were involved with it. Because that's how they clear their tracks. Listen, the reason why I'm trying to tell you all this stuff is that imperative that they can show you shit and show you different groups that they have that you don't have on paper that you know nothing about. Only thing you know about is CIA, FBI, Homeland Security. They have organizations, they have a lot more pull, a lot more leeway, they can move around a lot more, and they're not as transparent. Right. And they can put their hands on shit, and these guys don't know shit about them, and they can't touch them. Right. Right. When these folks get through, they ain't got to wipe up no damn fingerprints. Because when they go and they pull fingerprint, you ain't going to find them. Right. These people kill all over the world, and you ain't going to find no evidence of nothing. Okay. Y'all just keep saying it's all just a movie. Look at your ass. They're killing you. Yeah. Where are the fingerprints on the pharmaceutical company? That's right. These people train killers. They bring these people in to kill you. Don't you think these people already know what people they convince to get on blood pressure medication and diabetes and take insulin? It ain't hard to take you out, baby. Now, I don't blame you. I guarantee if I told it to some white people in their room, they wouldn't be sitting here looking like your ass. They'd be sitting here locked and loaded. They going to pharmaceutical companies, they shutting down Kroger's, Walgreens, Publix, and everybody else that's a threat to their welfare in here. Let me get a little white kid up here and let that little white kid down and tell them this some stuff was made by black people. And see don't they start snatching y'all ass up all over this globe. You the only people that bring your baby in here and show you the video of the white folk killing your ass on your knee crying to Jesus. White people don't do no shit like that. They know they made up in fiction. You the only people do it. How many of y'all know I'm telling the truth? I showed them a white baby and showing that baby died from some shit you came up with. And you have a plot to kill more white babies. Shit. Prayer over with. Isn't that right? They be like, please, best believe we prayed about it. Listen, they already out the door, and y'all ass getting snatched. Susan Smith said 2 little white boys belong to her was snatched by a black man. Y'all that lived in South Carolina know what happened. What they doing now? What they went door to door trying to save black people? You were living down there, don't you? Everything was peace and harmony. White folk had prayer visuals. White folk was snatching nigga ass off the street. Any nigga. How many of y'all lived in South Carolina during that time? You was young, though. You should have been a little girl. You remember that? Who was living out? Was it serious? What were they going around shaking hands? Excuse me, kind sir. Have you seen a Negro with 2 little white boys? Folk was scared as hell, wasn't it? That's because she said 2 white boys got snatched up by 1 black man. Not a group and not a gang. 1 black man was supposed to have rolled off with 2 little white boys, and they snatched up listen, they went to counties that weren't even her county. This didn't happen in no one county. They went rampant across South Carolina looking for this black man. I ain't mad at him. Shit, my little baby pressure too. I should feel the same way about mine. That's right. That's right. I think every race should feel the same way about theirs. That's right. That's right. Shouldn't be mad at white people. Y'all be mad at your own black ass. Yeah. That's right. Because if you took that initiative, when they took 28 kids out of Atlanta, I was living here. They took 28 from us. Right. We weren't snatching no white asses. Oh. We weren't shooting white people or nothing else. We were praying our ass off. While our mayor, Maynard Jackson, was cutting deals. Yep. While Mayor Young, Andrew Young, the tired ass, I got behind that wheelchair. I put that shit, I put a motor on that shit and crank it up, lawnmower more that shit with no brake. That's right. That's right. When he could sit around and tell her one don't need a crown over spilled milk. Yep. By our kid that looked like us and his black ass. And 28 of our men and boys were murdered, whose penises were amputated and put in their mouths. So one don't need a crown over no spilled milk. Susan Smith said 2 little white boys missing, and they shook South Carolina. Yeah. And they were on their way to North Carolina. Virginia, come down through Georgia. Because everybody know them niggas can be anywhere. We the only people here that get our baby, we'll be praying. Calling some tired ass gay black leader to come try to save us. Right. who's going to charge us $60,000 up front. Look at Jesse Jack and all that shaking and shit. $45,000 event, everyone he show up in. Not to mention plane and food. Yeah. Air tired at 60. Yeah. These people don't even realize when they've been insulted. These folks make money off the backs of your kids. Listen to the book. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 14. All right, listen to the book.
Wherefore he said.
We talked about black consciousness, didn't we? Didn't they say people want to be more conscious? Wherefore he said, what happened?
Awake thou that sleepest.
And do what?
And arise from the dead.
And what happened?
And Mashiach shall give thee hour.
And then what you supposed to do?
See then that ye walk circumspectly.
Not as what?
Fools.
But as what?
As wise.
Doing what?
Redeeming the time.
Tell them why, son.
Because the Yamim are Rasha.
And what you want me to do? How stupid you want me to be?
Wherefore be ye not unwise.
How gullible you need me to be?
But understanding what the will of the Adon is.
See, now what did I tell you? The fact, that's called consciousness.
Yes, sir.
All of a sudden now, consciousness just came into 2000. If he just told you to awake and arise from the dead and he going to give you our or, how important is this to us? It's not, it has no importance. That's what I'm here for. The ha. Because he needs you to look. That's why he would tell you to wait. You can't see if you sleep. Right. Because he's getting ready to reveal something to you. That's why he needs you to awake. And because he's going to give you an oral. See, then he told you how he wants you to do. What was it again? Do what? See, then that you walk. So you're going to have to use the foot. The gamal. Where it's going to be the gum. We know it's the gum because we look at other people that wrote from us. Other people wrote the game. Everybody copied and took from us. Your ancient is going to be the gum because it's going to tell you about the foot. It's going to tell you about gather, or rather walk. Walk and gather. I put foot, which is regal. Write that down. R-A-G-A-L, because I put foot. Walk or gather. So now, when you start hearing these different statements, you start to put relationships. Got it? You start putting relationship because now you're going to look because he's getting ready to reveal something to you. He's revealing something. That's why I need you to awake from sleep and arise from the dead because the Mashiach is going to give you a or. See then that ye gamal. The only way you're going to be walking is because we get ready to gather. Right. Not as, let's hope what you got, 35 and 8. Yes, sir, Yahoo. Y'all going to say, listen, there's going to be some people going to come in and going to take y'all seats. A lot of these people tired of getting dumbed down out here, these people. They're tired of it. Because you know what? There's a correlation with every statement. There's a correlation with every statement. All that makes sense. It all makes sense. You just don't know it, Chad. That's what you pay me for. It's just a shame to pay your money on a waste, on a big bus. Like that years ago when they paid out with North Carolina, paid all that money for grandmama. That was a big bus. What is a bus? When they paid him $76 million, he was a bus. All that money for a big bus. Ain't that right? Larry, grandmama. He did better as a damn grandma than he did as a man. This is the 35th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu. What is his name? Yahuwah salvation. Or Yahuwah saves. That's right, or he saves. Yahshua will be saved or delivered. So it lets us know that Yahuwah saves and delivers. Now we will be looking for this action based on that connotation or that name, that Shem. If Yahuwah saves, you ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna be doing. Who know what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be looking. You see how important that's gonna be for me? I'm gonna be looking. You know what I'm gonna be looking for? To see who he saved. Because I just happen to be in a situation where I need a savior. And if he can save, then I'll take him. I'll take him. Matter of fact, I'll walk the way he gathered at.
That's right.
Wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and the Mashiach gonna give you an oil. That wouldn't make sense unless you can look and see it. The ha. The ha. Because he's getting ready to reveal something to you. He wants you to look at something. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what happens. This is Yeshayahu 35:8. Other one, see that 2 Thessalonians 4:1. Listen to the book.
And an highway shall be there,
And a what?
way,
Tell them about it, son.
and it shall be called Darak of Kudash,
You know what's amazing with that? Tell them what the rock is.
the way.
And he just said a highway and a way gonna be there. It should be called the rock. Wouldn't it make sense to say that when he said the way the first time? The rock. Or rock. I think it's gonna be living way. Listen to the book.
The unclean shall not pass over it,
But who gonna be for?
but it shall be for those, the wayfaring unashamed,
The what?
fools
To do what?
shall not err therein.
So the purpose of him wants you to wake up, and the reason why he wants you to wake up and he wants you to become conscious, because you watch people now that have walked away and haven't been conscious. Now he's telling you awake and arise from the dead, because once you're dead, you've been cut off. That's how we understood when he told us about cutting us off, because they understood it by people that were dead, which is moot. People that were left, or people that were that weren't anymore inhabitants of life. Got it? So when he talked about cutting us off, we understood it by people that were dead. There were no more inhabitants of life. There was no more connection. There was no more relationship. The relationship had grown further apart. Once a person dead, the longer they stay dead, the more and more that relationship kind of loses its bond connection. Got it? So now we realize when we were cut off for 40 years, we lost a collection. The book even told us in the book of second, you know how to go and get it, Beth, which would be Beth, Dabari, Hayamin. They call 2 Chronicles 15 about 3, 4. He said for a long season, what Yashua had been? Without the true Alahym, the Amah Alahym. And without law. And without Murai. That's going to be your teachers. And now without a Moray, without a teacher. That's going to be important to you. You got to have a teacher. Y'all got it? Because without a teacher, you won't know the way. And we hear here that the highway going to be down the way, and it should be called the way of Kodash. He said unclean should not pass over it. It should be for those, the wayfaring, which are travelers. The people that we're going to look at, that we're going to use their word, and we're going to call them pilgrims. That's what you understand, a pilgrim. What you know about a pilgrim is some white folks with a tall ass Abraham Lincoln hat that sat down and ate some turkeys. But one of the definitions for pilgrim are people or person that was on a sacred voyage to a Kudash land. How could white people have ever been pilgrims? They came to America and butchered Indians. They came to America and came here and indigenized us. Indigenized were fit for people who were born and people who were originally there. We were originally from here. They just don't want you to know that. The land stretched further than what they told us. White people came in and did the survey line and told us this was America. This is still Kush. We know it's Kush. We know that from the fact that we look at where Newark was, who they called Noah. And when he built the ark, what would he use? Yeah. You got gophers him. A lot of the animals they'll testify to doing. Go over to that region and go find a bear. You know where you can find a bear at? Right here. Yeah. Because white people, you know people that ain't no bears and gophers here. You won't find them over there. You'll find them over here because the land is actually larger and longer than what it was. And land does connect. White people drew and gave you a vision that the land disconnect. Man, you can drive from California to Honduras. Am I lying? How y'all think MS-13 get? You can drive there. Hell, anybody catching no planes. Let me tell y'all people some shit y'all don't know. Do y'all know what they're getting ready to do right now? They're getting ready to build trains. They're saying less people going to be flying. You're going to be able to go anywhere around their place on a train. Now, how you going to do that when the land don't connect?
Right. Right.
Listen, white people came in and flooded out regions. We built dams to block off. When they came in from Russia, Magog and Gog, when they came down from China, Russia, these people they came down through what they call India. They broke the dams. Water was naturally cut. They had water hoses, the faucets, the what you call those spigots that you can put on the front of water hoses that can be used, and it will cut it down to such a fine line that it can cut rock. When you take it, you get it down. When that water come down, it'll wash away roadway. Even they get flooded, they'll show you the whole road gone. Yep. And you catch it when the road gone. If you had never seen it, you'll never knew that the road even connected.
That's right.
That's what white people did. They came, they broke dams down. There is a bridge from Canada all the way over to Africa, and they got it underwater. White people know that. All the way you're going to get a tell you can't come in no terrorists coming through no Mexico. You can't swim through that sludge. You can come all the way around from Canada. Hell, you can see Russia.
Yeah.
Canada, one of the largest land masses of these people. Most of these black people dumb as hell. They don't know nothing. He arguing with me, your stupid ass don't know more. How the hell you gonna try to tell me about a map in 1500 when they didn't even take flight to the 1900s? Right. How the hell you gonna see the whole world in the air?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The damn Rome brothers weren't even off the ground yet.
That's right.
I know it's right.
That's right.
But they wrong.
That's right.
I know I'm right when I say they the Rome brothers.
That's right.
Ass ain't invented no engine.
That's right.
They're gonna know more about no flight than us.
That's right. Yes, sir.
We've been knowing about flight. Don't let these folks make no fool out of y'all.
Yes, sir.
We thought about we were mounting up wings just like an eagle.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we already knew about flight. Our people don't know no better. See, when white people give you all your books, when white people give you all your novels, when white people give you all your fairy tales, you're going to fight me. You're going to fight me when I correct these lies. Ain't no soggy, it's a sludge. That's a buildup. I try to educate y'all so you can think. Stop letting white folk tell you lies. Look at the date on his maps. It don't even make sense. They proved they got maps older than that monks wrote.
Yeah, that's right.
These people don't know no better. Why y'all arguing? How many of y'all didn't know that? They got monks that did maps before these crackers.
That's right.
Monks, they already dwelt up in mountaintop where you can look and see down.
Yes, sir.
Them bells in the Caucasus Mountain, you can't see no damn whole world of no Caucasus Mountain.
That's right.
Putin, tell me if you see me waving. How the hell they gonna see me in the Caucasus Mountain?
That's right.
These folks crazy. Mushal went up in the top of Mount Pisgah. He told that man, look, eastward, westward, and north. The man saw all the land. He ain't got no higher spot than what we got. We already knew about dropping. We had not a draw. We already surveyed our lands.
Yes, sir.
We the one had surveyed.
Right.
We already knew about putting a line down.
That's right.
When Ukanan went up to Shamaim, he told him to take it as he wanted to set it and measure it out.
Measure it out. Yes, sir.
Come on, all your damn engineer, all these people that sit around and your survey are white now.
Right.
I'm not impressed.
That's right.
I'm not impressed. They're bad. Just bad. So we look at anybody gonna be pilgrim, it's gonna be us.
Yeah.
White folks stole the word. The Latins had it first. The Greeks had it. They've been referring to us because it referred to a person or people, pilgrims, people that were in search on a sacred voyage to a Kudash land. That's not white people. So why do you think it's important white people got to tell you they were pilgrims? So when you looked it up, you were not. What land you seen white people go to that was sacred? Tell me where it's at. Where did you find out about pilgrims at? Huh? You found about them right here in America. Tell me where the sacred land in America. If they're pilgrims, and the definition of pilgrim is somebody or someone or people on a sacred voyage to a Kudash land, they're going to call a holy land. Tell me where these white pilgrims at. You don't know no better, because all we ever believed is what they told them. What you going to do when all your information, all your teaching, all your illustration, it all came from them. Every time you learn anything, you got it from them. And now we got to come along and we got to try to erase all the destruction that's done to it. The madness is given us. Let's see what they taught us. 2 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 1. Who? 2 Thessalonians? Yeah, 1 Thessalonians. I think I already had other than first. Yeah, 4 and 1. Yes. Let me say what I want. Listen.
Furthermore, then, we beseech you, Akim,
Yeah.
and exhort you by the Adon Yahusha,
Listen what he told you.
that as ye have received of us,
How to do what?
ye ought to walk,
See that? So you can do what?
to please Alahym.
And he gonna be satisfied with a fool. He gonna be satisfied with a fool. So a couple of things I gotta do. I gotta understand the gamma, because I'm only walking because I'm going to gather. I'm only walking because there's a place he's trying to gather us at. Okay? We're doing that. He wants me awake so I can become conscious so I can look. There's a couple of things I'm going to need on this voyage of looking. I'm going to need an ore, which is light. Because when you have light, there's no occasion so I ain't going to be no fool. He told me now it's a fool. Only fool going to walk around in the dark. See, it's never been premised for us to be out walking in the dark. We got that from white people. They messed our sleep up. They put us at night shift working. Man, you should call anybody had a nice job, it was called a graveyard.
That's right. That's right.
Because everybody else was dead asleep.
Yep.
So if you were working at night, we got that stuff from white people. And you wonder why now we come in and we go to sleep and why we not conscious and why we so messed up. They messed our clock up. Listen, we were designed to do this. With the shamash. The shamash goes up, that's how we were supposed to do. When the shamash went up, that's what we were supposed to do. When the shamash was going down, you find yourself getting sleepier and sleepier. You ain't gonna believe what happened by the time we get ready to go down. Yahusha died.
Yeah.
He told y'all he had to work while it was what? Because what was coming? The later was coming. And what happened? Can't no man work when he dead. A man cannot work when he dead or sleep. That's why jobs fire you ain't gonna believe it, for sleeping on the job.
That's right. That's right.
White people ain't never taught us nothing. That's why they fire you for sleeping on the job. Because they realize something, you're not essential to me at this point. You're invaluable to me when you sleep. They're like y'all in here sleep. You actually serve no purpose. They're like those people firing. The reason why he let you learn about people firing people for sleeping on the job, because you don't know he already done clocked you out.
Yeah.
Because you have no value. Why you think he told her, awake thou that and arise? So what reason? So you can look at what he reveals. How you going to look and see what he revealed if you're asleep? See then that you walk not willing to, not as who? So who would take risk? Fools. Here when he told you, though fool, they won't error. He's not going along with this behavior anymore. That you can just get on the way, I'm just going to keep you. Now I realize you're going to have to be conscious. Because I've been calling for this. In the 17th chapter of the book of Acts of the Apostles, he said, the time is ignorant. Know how you wink? Sign of forgiveness, or you don't look at it.
Right. Right.
He wouldn't have been winking to get them to signify that it was okay. He would have closed his eyes not to see it.
Right.
But now, all men, well, to do what? To repent. That's why he told you, see then that you walk circumspect, not as fools. Not willing to take risks. Not being stupid. We've been stupid too long. But as wise, doing what? When you redeem something, you get the value back out of it.
That's right.
We know that because he told us when he came to get us out of Mizraim, he said he came to redeem us.
Yes, sir.
Which means we lost an estate.
That's right.
See, you know what the problem is with the so-called Negro? The so-called Negro thinks he's still in a good estate in slavery.
Come on. Come on.
He said, I came to redeem you out of the house of where?
Bondage.
How do I have my value and my same value as a slave? As a free man. That's what white people tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Shouldn't complain. At least you're something. I am going to complain. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why he heard them.
That's right.
Because they cried.
That's right.
They sobbed. They cried. And when they cried, he heard them. It alarmed him. It let him know there was a dire distress.
Right.
Your ass studied laughing and playing with these crackers. That's why you still him. Like Josh said, he was going to come get you, but you were bragging about that airport. That's all right. We got the airport, and we got that new aquarium down here. We good. He went on past us over. All right, you got to learn how to sock. Sock is to let him know that's a cry. He knew there was a reason something was wrong. So like y'all hear the baby crying. You said that's what we got to do. You can turn, you can see. That's what he did here. Instead, he was laughing. He was playing with these crackers. You sap out these crackers and you looking for more places. You're looking for more resolve among the people that sit around and victimize you. But instead of looking for relief, deliverance. You know what the problem ain't? The problem is not with him. The problem with us.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Because he's dealing with the people that don't even know. Yes, Yahoo 1 and 1. They call it Isaiah. And please help him with that baby out there. Goodness. This is Yeshayahu 1 and 1. Listen to the book.
The Kazun of Yashayahu, the Ben of Amos, which he saw concerning Yehuda and Jerusalem.
So if he saw it, he had to been looking.
Right.
He saw something happening. Listen what happened.
In the Yamim of Uzziah,
See that in the days of Uzziah,
Jotham,
Jotham,
Ahaz,
and who else?
Kaskigyah,
Yeah.
Malachim of Yehuda.
See that? These were emperors over Yasharal. They don't want to hear that. An emperor. An emperor is a greater authority than a king. That's why they let you go get your last name Cain. They don't mean shit to them. Go and look over in China and other places and look how they look at an emperor. They rule an empire. Crackers gave you a kingdom. That's all they do. They make sure King Elizabeth got a kingdom. That reduced shit. We don't listen to that shit. We are emperors. Empire. Everybody start. We rule in dynasty.
That's right.
Well, the niggas don't know nothing about no dynasty except to come on TV.
That's right. Yep.
That's when one family just continues to rule.
Yep.
You ain't never been taught nothing like that. White people wipe that from your mind. Cracker sell and get a plantation, put their name on there. Say, my family owned it for 100 years. You know, they just told you those dynasties.
That's right.
We don't root for it, but crackers don't tell you that because you'll become conscious. They already know when they talk to you, they're talking to somebody unconscious. I can question a cracker, catch a cracker in their steps. I want you to do always be conscious. I always mind. I'm always watching. You always got to be alert. Your salvation is at stake. Listen to the book.
Shammah, O
He
Shamayim,
just told you to hear. Oh, Shamayim. What happened?
and give ear, O Adumah,
Tell them why.
for Yahuwah hath spoken.
See that? Yahuwah has spoken. He just told me he wanted them to hear. Isn't that right? He wanted them to become conscious. I want you to use your senses. He said, I've spoken. I need you to shama. I need you to hear what I just said. Listen.
I have nourished,
And did what?
brought up Beni.
And what happened?
They have rebelled against me.
How y'all feel? Listen.
The ox knoweth his owner,
Now he just told you about the olive. He just told you about the olive. Can you imagine he would tell you about the olive? Why would he tell you about the ox and not a cow? They casually throw a cow and do us the same thing. We look at the ox because of what the ox benefits us to do. Food, clothing, and protection. The ox knoweth its owner, and who else?
the ass his master's crib.
Look at that. The ass know where he's supposed to lay at. You know how we learn that? How do we learn that? Balaam told us. We learned from Balaam. Pick me up, 22. Bamatbar. They call it numbers. 22. 22 and 22. Let's see what that's saying. But Mark bar 22 and 22. Listen to the book.
And Alahym's anger was kindled because he went, and the Malachi of Yahuwah stood in the way for an adversary against him.
Yeah.
Now he was riding upon his ass, and his two Abadim were with him. And the ass saw the Malachi of Yahuwah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And the ass turned aside out of the way, and went to the field. And Balaam smote the ass to turn her into the way. But the Malachi of Yahuwah stood in a path of the vineyards, a wall being on this side, and a wall on that side. And when the ass saw the Malachi of Yahuwah, she thrust herself unto the wall,
And then what?
and crushed Balaam's foot against
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
And he smote her again. And the Malachi of Yahuwah went further, and stood in a narrow place, where was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left.
And what happened?
And when the ass saw the Malachi of Yahuwah,
What happened?
she fell down under Balaam.
Mm-hmm.
And Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with a staff. And Yahuwah opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam,
What does it say?
What have I done unto thee?
What have I what?
Done unto thee.
What have I what?
Done unto thee,
Who are they talking?
that thou hast smitten me these 3 times.
Not only the ass could count, but tell me what else it could do.
And Balaam said unto the ass, Because thou hast mocked me,
Mm-hmm.
I would there were a sword in mine hand,
For what reason?
for now would I kill you.
What
kill
else
thee.
happened?
And the ass said unto Balaam,
What did the ass possibly tell them that we
Am
had
not
done?
I thine ass?
Tried to tell y'all. He told the ass know his master's crib. And tell me what happened.
Upon which thou hast ridden ever since I was thine unto this yoom.
Guess what happened, Chris? If the ass knew that it belonged to him, the ass knew where it stayed at too.
That's right.
Ass could count. You hit me a few times, but I ain't good with numbers. Ass gave him the exact number, how many times you hit him. Then the ass could tell you how long, not only am I yours, I can tell you how long I belong to you. And you don't think I know where I stay at? You know what's sad for us? We call and confess we know him, but our works deny him. Listen what the book just told you.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Was I ever want to do so unto thee? And he said, Nay.
They're bad. How many times you don't cross Mr. Yahuwah? Because you don't know him. That's what he tried to tell you. You don't cross him so many times you hadn't known him. The ass could explain everything that ever happened. I know exactly how many times you hit me. 3 times. Not only that, I know I belong to you. And you mind if I ask you another question? Have I ever did anything remotely like this? And he had to be honest and said, no, you haven't. Now, if you be honest, you don't know Mr. Yahuwah, you not saved, and you don't know what the hell going on.
That's right.
Pick me back up at Yeshayahu 1 and 3. These people don't know what they're doing.
Damn.
You know that bad. And if I called you a dumbass, I actually done boost you up the totem pole. That's right. That's right. Dumbass got more sense than everybody out here. That's right. Somebody called me a dumbass, they actually be complimenting you. Ask account. What school the ass went to? That's right. Did the ass go to preschool? Huh? In the early learning center. I don't know why they think these folks went. They tried to tell these folks before that hyenas can count. Hyenas can count? How the hell you think they knew to come and see Newark and know how they were getting on the boat? Because they can count. That's right. White people sit here and make a fool out of him. I tell you what, go get a dog, let them have some purpose, go take one, see the dog don't know it's gone. Damn dog count, dog know how many I had. That's right. That's right. Stupid ass start listening to these white folk. Go take one, that dog gonna start saying, what the hell, one of them gone? That's right. That's my old poor dog confused, your stupid ass wasn't gone. Dog, go wasn't gone, your ass to my who, what's the matter? I want to bite your ass. Don't you hear me? Why are my pups missing? That's right. What are these folks thinking about? I don't know how to count. Where these folks get this stuff from? What's wrong with these people? White people want to get y'all, they mess your mind up. Your own book tell you animals can talk. White folk made a story, made a comic book. They made a little fairy tale out of America walk and talk with animals. These folks were making mockery out of Newark, and they were making mockery out of Ardon. Yeah. The animal could talk, he went there. Why would they come to see him, see what he gonna name him? Right. Did you hear what he called me? I didn't understand a word he said. Why would they come to see him and him to get them names if they didn't know what they were called? Oh, that's right. That's not even common sense. That's right. The serpent talked to Eve. What she said? Damn, I ain't never heard no animal talk before. They do it all the time. You know what, bad? Stupid ass go get a parakeet. Yep. That's when you dumb as hell. They ain't sitting there talking to him, cussing them out. I don't believe no animal can talk. Stupid ass, the bird talking to him. What else do you need? Parakeets talk. That stupid ass thing they teach how to talk. Parakeets are dumb man, let me make them think they're doing something. Stupid ass when I was talking before they ass got him. The thing fun, and you know what, man? They don't even teach you syllables. They got you talking about getting your ass syllables and consonants and vowels. They tell you that's what they use. Damn thing will talk. Damn thing will count. You take 1, 2, 3, 4. That's stupid ass. They don't even have no chart. Our people dumb as hell. White people done dumbed us down. They don't like me to make them think. If you were white. Oh, what? I wouldn't tell you this. People have no idea. The man is sitting here trying to tell you stuff and you don't even know it. He told you, you don't even know that an ox even know who owns it. Pick me back up, 1 and 3. Yes, Yahoo. And I gotta get y'all out of here. Goodness. White man I made a fool out of us. People came, they got a damn parakeet out talking. I don't believe animal can talk. That'd be stupid. I don't got a whole lot more sense than what you got. You the diamond. You the diamond. They don't pay no light bills or nothing, no groceries, none of that shit. He provide for them. They know exactly what they need to do. Train and teach, cub, do everything you think you do. Transport them, they do a whole lot of stuff. Listen, you don't know that when a flood come, all of them don't die. It just be your ass. You know, they don't be the one stuck on top of no house.
That's right. That's right.
Because you know what they can do? What he told you can't do. They can discern the face of the sky.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You would think out them floods shouldn't be no ants. Who rescue ants?
Right.
People don't know no better. Because they got more sense than what you got. We the diamond. You wait on a white man to come on the news and tell you when to move. Come on, finish up. 1 and 3, yes, Yahoo. Listen.
The olive knoweth his owner,
The olive.
and the ass
That's right.
his Adon crib.
That's right. What happened?
But Yasharal
Does what?
not know,
What else?
my arm doth not consider.
See that? They don't even consider. They don't even consider. They don't even consider. You know what the ass want to know? What I possibly could have done that got me in this situation. To where my owner now is now striking me. What could I have done? And I know that what I've just done has just saved my Adon's life. What could I be doing that's wrong? I know how to count. I know how I belong to. I know how to treat you. I know where I'm supposed to stay. I know where I live at. I just couldn't imagine why. And I got a question. Could you tell me why you struck at me? Why have I been struck? Why am I being hit? Why are these different catastrophes happening to me in my life? And you ain't got enough sense to do. Joey, he said, you don't even consider. Don't you know the ass was considering? The ass was considering. I only did this because I see a Malachie standing in the way swinging a sword. You know, you getting your ass towed up and you don't even ask the question. He was trying to tell you, you ain't smart enough to be a dumbass. And I already call it dumb because you listen to it being able to speak, communicate, answer and reason. You called it dumb. And he said, we'll go with that. But I'm trying to tell you, you ain't even smart enough to be a dumbass. He said, ooh, that dumbass was talking. He said, I wouldn't call you a dumbass because that would be promoting you. An ox know this owner, and they call a big dumb ox, but he know who owns him. And the ass even know his Adon's crib. He said, but you don't even know. You don't even consider. I'm tearing your ass up, and you ain't asked me nothing. Yahuwah been smoking you, whoop, 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 trying to get you straight, and you ain't even thought to ask him. He said, they don't even consider. He said, Yasharal, he wouldn't call Yasharal a dumbass. They weren't smart enough to be called that. And you'd be ready to fight somebody. Somebody says, yo, dumbass. I wouldn't tell you that. That'd be a sign of growth. That'd be a sign of reasoning. Can you imagine that? Listen to the book.
Kotah nation, a arm laden with iniquity, a seed of Rasha doers,
What happened?
Beni that are corrupters.
You hear that? They are corrupted. Tell them what has happened.
They have forsaken Yahuwah.
What has happened?
They have provoked the Kudash one of Yasharal.
See that? You ain't going to believe it. So did the ass to Balaam. That's why he smote him. And not only that, he said he wanted a sword so he could kill him. So I can only imagine if you're telling me that I'm equivalent to that ass and he wanted a sword so he could kill one that had never did nothing but this one time. I can only imagine what he want to do with me. A constant bother, a constant disobedient person, a constant out of the way person. I can only imagine what he want to do to me. He told you, you don't consider though. You're looking at a man that realized all the stuff that ass had ever done been right. Right now, I'm not counting that. I'm looking at what you're doing right now. Showing you where your one bad deed can wipe out all your good. If you go back and reflect and look, you ain't even got many. Good deeds that they call them. So just imagine what he want to do to you. But this is a story about a dumbass. So you know it ain't talking about you, huh? Finally got it right. You definitely ain't no dumbass. Made no mistake. Let's see what happened.
Unto anger, they are gone away backward.
I wonder, could you say like, swinging back and forth. Because you can't go backwards unless you went forward. Like the dollar. So I go forward and go backwards. Forward and backwards. That's what he saw, the dollar. They just saw they were like the dollar. They kept going backward and forward. Backward and forward. Got it? But they don't consider. Let's pick me up over here, 2 Thessalonians 4:1. Most I went, let us finish this up tomorrow. See fit in the morning. Make sure y'all get some understanding. Because people will think they know, you don't know. So we came on, y'all remember the first time we learned the alphabet? Mm-hmm. You could almost sung them, couldn't it? You didn't know what it was. Mm-mm. Our people thought you don't know. Yeah. That's why we're going through and teaching. I try to tell these people, man, these folks can be studying and studying and studying. They ain't gonna get no further than I'm gonna get. You take a dumb man, let me get it, and I can walk with it. Ain't too much I can't do. We used to try to tell you, I put a collar on, I walk the dog. Don't make no difference. Which is easier? You got a better and you're going to get more clearer understanding of what he was trying to reflect us. In all of his speech, he was trying to show us something. We just missed it. He told you they were going away backwards. How you go backwards? You never went forward. Don't worry about it. Let's see what he told them. 2 Thessalonians 4:1. Listen to the book.
Furthermore, then, we beseech you, our King,
what happened?
And exhort you by the Adon Yahushua.
EXHORT, we warn you by him that as
ye have received of us,
how
ye ought to walk and to please Alahym.
How you ought to gown? How you ought to walk? It's interesting. Look at the foot. Isn't that right? How we ought to walk. Again, we go back to gathering. We ought to walk so you can be gathered. A lot of times people just talk about walking, but to what and for what purpose?
Right.
So we can be gathered.
That's right.
Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
That's what he told me at 50:5, Alahym. People don't realize how much Yahuwah work. You know, I think back on some things he told them. Are you familiar with Yeshayahu? Y'all know Yeshayahu? They call Isaiah. You know, it's amazing how time can play a factor on your mental clarity. You know that? It can. He told us that. He said in the year that Uzzah died.
That's right.
That's when he looked.
That's right.
That's when it was revealed to him. He told you he saw. That's when he looked and it was revealed to him. But you know what had to happen? So people had to die off. You know they stayed in the Bamart bar for 40 years.
That's right.
You ain't gonna believe how long. And you know what he told them to do that? Turn. You can't do it unless you can look. They couldn't see when they was in Bamart bar. That's why you get the saying from, you can't see the forest. Exactly. Because your sight is blocked. It hinders you from distance. You know, listen, cheetahs don't hunt in woods. You know where they hunt at? Open plain. You ain't gonna believe what he told Kabaku. Make it plain. He need him to move the Bamart bar. Make it plain. That's why a cheetah can stretch out and run. You can't do that through no trees. You need to make it plain so you can run. That's why a cheetah can get ground on like they can't run long, but it's on the open plain. I know I could get him because it's distant. He got a further sight for distance, but you can't see for the trees. But Mark bar. That's why I could tell them to turn and take their journey. Man, you get to walk through some tree, you walk around, you ain't even paid attention. You've been there before. You keep coming right back to the same place. You didn't even know you hadn't been there. You've been in a circle all your life. When you're a Christian, you're in a circle. Yeah. These folks, listen, they dilute your understanding. Ain't that right? I don't want to make it plain. Listen. That thing out of him. They don't even know it's still up there. I don't put that thing. You know what's going to happen? Somebody going to run and get it. He told me to make it plain. Somebody going to run and get it. It's on there for an appointed time. It's on there for an appointed time. That's what we're trying to do. We don't want to just read the book and be delusioned or be in a delusion anymore or derision. We want to make sure we understand, we comprehend subject matter. That's why we start introducing that, the pictogram, introducing what these alphabet actually mean. We'll start putting them where they connect to what we're reading, and you'll get why they understood. Why they understood. Because once they understood, once they knew and they were taught, then when actions happen, it will trigger the information they already knew. A Christian can't get that because they don't know. You're not just going to spin up on it. It ain't just going to happen. You have to be taught. That's law. That's discipline. You have to be taught. Every each therefore that had heard, do what? They're going to gather. That's what he told us. Listen to the book.
Gum my kudash together unto me.
You see what he just told them? Gather my kudash unto me. Tell them who it is, son.
Those
that had did what?
Made a barith.
By what?
With me by sacrifice.
That's how we going to do it. That's how we going to do it. You didn't know that's what the people did. That was the purpose of Yahusha. You had to sacrifice something. You had to give up something. Why y'all think he could take a man like Abraham? Y'all know Abraham was known not only for his keeping of the Torah and the statutes and the judgment, but Abraham actually had offered up his own being. He was willing to offer up his own being, his own son. With us, we hadn't given up nothing. All he asking us to do now is to give up some behavior, give us some dress, give us some contrary ways and ideas. The people that he's going to actually that he's going to gather, gamal that they want to use it, that he's going to gather are people who are going to walk a certain way. There's those that have received of us. How? Because you ain't just going to do it on your own. You got to teach it. You got to get a baby. You know what you do? You get them, you let them hold their fingers, hold their hand and give them the stepping, slowing them down. And they got to receive from you how they ought to walk. Isn't that right? And you ain't going to believe what happened when a child on a walk. It pleased the family. You sit, oh, look. That's what Mr. Yahuwah is trying to get you to do. He's trying to get us in a setting where when you walk or when you gum, you please him so he can gather you. He just told him to do something. Gather
my kudash together unto me.
Those
that have made a barith with me.
By who?
Sacrifice.
That's how we're trying to do. So now this statement will make sense. Come on, finish me up on here, Yahuwah Willer. 2 Thessalonians 4:1. 1 Thessalonians, I'm sorry. Listen to the book.
Furthermore, then, we beseech you, Alahym,
we ask you
and exhort you by
and
their
warn
done
you
Yahusha,
that
as ye have received of us,
how
ye ought to walk.
See now? How you ought to walk and to do what?
Please, Alahym.
So you would do what?
Would abound more and more.
So what did he do?
For ye know.
You won't have no idea?
For ye know.
Nobody had known the Mount of Yahuwah. We don't know what he wants. We all just guessing. But he just told him that you know. What do we know?
What Amar we gave you
and
by
we got,
the done.
And then we got gay members. Adulterous couples. We don't know. He destroyed the whole city for homosexuality.
That's right.
But now he a new God. He done knew and changed homosexuality. How we know he ain't changed everything else?
That's right.
Who told us he changed his laws on homosexuality?
That's right.
When you want a hypocrite, that's what you do. You're a hypocrite and find something he knew. Why he ain't all the way knew ain't no sin. Man can stick his chocolate, another man peanut butter. Why you can't do everything else? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like Ray Air Claw. Why I just can't sit here and look at your ass? Huh? I don't want to go to sleep. What if I want to just lay here and just look at your ass?
That's right. That's right.
Huh? You got something up your sleeve, don't you? That's crazy. How they just let somebody induce their mind and tell them homosexuality don't exist when they can find it out new and old what a man said he destroyed them with an overthrow.
Yes, sir.
And that don't mean that no more. Because when you don't want to obey, you will give your creed or you will concede to anything to justify your behavior. Versus sit and look, he never changed it. It's always been the same decree, how you ought to walk. Like he said, so you can please him. You're doing something, he just ain't pleased with it. This is what else happened.
For ye know what Amar we gave you,
By who?
the Adon Yahusha.
Listen.
For this is the will of Alahym,
Even
your consecration,
that what happened?
that ye should abstain from fornication.
Man, they'll throw their legs up in a minute somewhere. Church sex, best sex you gonna get. Huh? Church built on fornication and adultery. Everybody banging and slanging.
That's right.
They don't want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about it.
Man, say you pulled those stain.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? They ain't got to stain no more either because the sister done got them. The sister done tied their mouth. Women preaching, sisters in there. Never found no woman in no book. Never told nobody she was no pastor. But I feel like, and she looked like to me. Everything the man done told, they don't obey it. That's why the church is more contrary. It's going to be the most contrary place you're going to ever find because they always looking to get out of something, but they love somebody. Love everything but obedience. The man done say, you don't receive of us how you ought to walk so you can please him. Why don't concern? Why you not trying to please him? This is what else happened.
That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in consecration and honor, not in the lust of concupiscence,
Even
as the Gentiles
who do what?
know not Alahym.
See, that's why people ought to sit around you ought to be concerned. Certain behaviors you do is the same behavior as a Gentile. You don't know what he just told Yasharal in the first chapter of the book of Yeshayahu? He's just like a Gentile. He just told you that the ox knows their owner and the ass is master's crib. It's a darn crib. He said, but Yasharal, you ain't going to believe it. He don't know me. Well, he just told you about not fornicating. He just told you about not in the lust of concupiscence, even as to who? Which know what?
Not Alahym.
They don't even realize when they've been insulted. That's an insult for you to be told you don't know Alahym. Somebody called me a Christian, you insult me. People say go to church. I said, I don't go to church and I don't believe in God. I stopped them out. No, don't even put that on me. I'm not a Gentile. I won't be caught dead in the church. The only way you're going to get me on to kill me, if I come, I'm going to be preaching on them, trying to open their eyes, illuminate to get them out the hellhole.
That's right.
Let nobody insult me. That's what a Gentile do, go to church.
That's right.
I sit there and fornicate pregnant in the choir singing.
Right.
And his behavior still, because he looked down on him and forgave him. It's stupidity. That's straight stupidity. Who you going to guide and lead back in the damn choir pregnant?
Right.
The piano player homosexual.
Right.
They ain't got no conduct, no code of conduct to cut down on that and restrict these people from that. They ain't been taught nothing. Right. They don't even realize that he just told me that's what Gentiles do. Right. You guys ought to be insulted when you're doing it. Right. Only when you do it because you're a Gentile.
That's right.
Man just told me, I ain't no Gentile. I mean, I know you hitting them holes. You a line of link in your asshole stink. They haven't sex with none of these sisters.
That's right. That's right.
Don't insult me. Ain't no Gentile.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Man, done taught me how I ought to walk. I'm supposed to abstain from it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Abstain means keep myself.
Yes, sir.
It don't mean it won't come up. Abstain means stay away from
Stay
it.
away.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
That everyone, this ain't that, but every one of you supposed to know how to do it.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Now tell what's he supposed to do.
That no ish go beyond
And do what?
defraud his ox
And what?
in any matter,
For the who?
because that the Adon is the avenger of all such.
So I supposed to know not to beat you. Damn them sinners.
That's right.
He said don't defraud your ox in any matter. Ain't that right?
Yes,
he got to
sir.
tell you. You know why he got to tell me that? Because he know I'm going to be looking at Solomon. Ain't that right? I know he's going to look at how he did Hiram. Hiram told him, said, man, how you do that to me, my brother? He ain't calling his brother. He's like, you can call him what you want. You ain't my brother. Ain't that right?
That's
he
right.
told him you ain't supposed to defraud your brother. Said, why you got to know the book? You'll mess up.
That's right. That's
No,
right.
not that brother. He called Shalom. He called Solomon, who they call Solomon, his brother.
Right.
He did not call him no
No,
brother.
sir, he didn't.
He said, everyone you supposed to know, we ain't supposed to defraud your Ikea in any matter.
That's right.
For the Adon is the who?
Is the avenger of
Of all
such,
such. And what has happened?
as we also have forewarned you and testified.
And what happened?
For Alahym hath not called us unto uncleanness.
They sit around smoking cigarette, telling lies, drinking whiskey, whole money, baby shower, ain't got no damn husband.
That's right. That's right.
I'm here for the baby. You here for the baby. I'm going to wash this mother's ass.
That's right. That's right.
I'm going to clean her ass up.
That's right.
Baby can walk in a good setting.
Yes,
Isn't that
sir.
right?
Yes,
They
sir.
don't want to do that.
They don't want to do it.
You know, bring all them gifts for the baby. That's for that pregnant mother. Don't try to make your pregnant friend feel better about herself.
Right.
Instead of shame her ass, I'm not coming.
That's right.
And I teach you how to abstain yourself from fornication. Why they won't teach this?
They ain't going to teach it. They ain't going to teach it.
If he's so new and all this gone, then why you even use the book?
That's right.
Only you go to church, the hypocrite.
Yep.
Bad place to go to. Listen, you can paint that shit on your eye, put that shit in your hair, put that shit all in your nose, and hang that shit out your ear, walk in like a Christmas basket. Because you know you're living a lie. Damn Santa Claus and reindeers on the door. Dumb as hell. No, you ain't never seen no reindeer flying. If you did, your ass would have ran your car up the road. Man, the damn deer don't wreck their car around here when they jumping. They see them flying. What you think they'll do? Ain't these damn airplane, man. These folks out here complaining about damn, what them things are, drones. Nobody complain about no deer jumping up in no sky. Teach your kid that lie. They don't want about bringing reality. It's the principle of the thing. Anything to make them feel good about themselves and they live a lie. You know, I feel good. I feel good about who I am because I ain't living no lie to be no hypocrite.
Come on. That's right.
I ain't got to cover up and fake no funk to be nothing.
That's right.
Church, you can do that. Praise Lord, praise Lord. Hate your ass. Praise Lord, praise Lord. Shh, praise Lord. What the hell is this? Get your ass out of there. Take that finger, bend that shit, get your ass out of here. Oh, yo, shit. Old ass can't hardly walk. Give me $1. Give me $1. Man, you round there, walk around that shit, that's what you do at a funeral. And what folk cry for at a funeral? Hell, they dead.
That's right. That's right.
Who the hell you gonna wake up they dead?
That's right. That's right.
Man, people backwards as hell. Folk up, y'all be quiet for this folk right here. Your ass sitting there, you gotta be quiet because somebody reading the book. Oh, what folk doing? Who the hell all these folk been in the library? Ain't nobody gonna talk. Go set your ass in your car somewhere. I'm tipping all right. Hell, I gotta give you my license and get a book for.
Right.
You know, my damn idea talk where you stay. Where you stay? How about you little, they used to sell them damn letter home talking about no boy bring shit back. What a bro about all them threat, them letter men, they ain't getting you nothing. They used to charge you a nickel a week. I'm not paying that shit. Come take your nickel. Ain't that right? I made a fool out of it. Tipping and make a fool. You reading ain't nothing but they told you what it's the library. It ain't a line. Somebody need to be taught. Stop all that lying.
That's right. That's right.
Need a book this damn thick, full of lies.
That's right.
I don't know what we're gonna do. But Alahym had not called us unto uncleanliness. 4 and 7. That's 4 and 7, right?
Unto uncleanness.
Unto uncleanness, but
Unto Kodash.
unto Kodash. Separated. That's what it means. Tell them who they don't like.
He therefore that despiseth.
He that don't like it, don't like Pastor Smith.
He therefore that despiseth not each,
They don't despise me. They don't despise other men that preach or teach what I teach. Who they despise?
but Alahym,
Who also did what?
given unto us
Here's who?
Kodash Ruach.
Here, that's what I'm trying to tell you, folks. You be sitting around, you be hating me. Ain't your problem. You hate the ruler.
That's right.
You hate Mr. Yahuwah.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right?
That's
I'm
right.
folks start listening. I like for them to hate. You listen, you ain't heard me. Somebody got to fulfill that book.
Yes, sir.
Somebody got to hate. Ain't no way in the world for all these folks up hard of him. They got to hate him. And they going to hate him. They going to put it on me just like they did with Yahushua. He said, written in your law. They hated me without a cause.
That's right.
If Jesus was a good Christian, why the folk kill him? Who want to kill somebody and let folk be faggots?
Right. Right.
Come on, who want to kill somebody and let folk be faggots? Get as many wives and husbands you want. Cross-dress, lie, cheat, steal. Who gonna kill a man like that?
Right.
That's what a Christian do.
That's right.
Why would they kill him?
That's right.
People so damn stupid, don't make no sense. Jesus would have got the sister and hugged and loved the sister. Why they kill him? Why they kill him? They know, because they knowing themselves they in a lie. The whole thing is built on a lie. And that's why we have to tear it down so our people can think. It makes no sense. They killed the man because the man condemned their behavior. He did not go along with sin. That's why they killed him. Tell them to tell the truth. Go tell the truth. Who's trying to kill your pastor except for that nigga whose wife he done banged?
That's right.
Now ask yourself, who wife did Yahushua bang?
That's right.
I try to kill your tired ass pastor. Isn't that right? But the nigga who Wally stole the other nigga he was banging.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Nobody trying to kill these tired ass preachers. Who? Jake needs security for what? Folks throw fishes at walruses. Walrus ain't even an endangered animal.
That's right.
Isn't that right? I try to kill them old peanut butter cup ass niggas. Isn't that right? Full of peanut butter. I won't be the man to scoop it out either. That's good, I kid. Give me the hand clap.